squirrels. This is where I'm going. This is what is happening in my life right now. I moved into a place in October. It's quaint. It's in a not exactly predominantly gay neighborhood, but it's a little gay. I'm a little gay. I fit in just fine. Most of my neighbors are gay. There's a straight couple. They fuck at 2 a.m. in the morning, directly below me. Their bed is directly below mine. I figured it all out. That's not what the story is about. This story doesn't pertain to any of my neighbors. My roommate, partially. My neighbors don't deal with this. As far as I'm aware, the building next door does not deal with this. And the lady across the street says her building does not deal with this. It is primarily my unit. There's a tree that's grown out for years. It's by my kitchen window. And it has these branches that go across the adjacent room, my room, and then the adjacent room, bathroom. Each of these have a window, big windows. These branches are used as a little stepping branch for these squirrels. Now, I thought there was 2 squirrels, because they all look the same to me. They did. So they were getting into the windowsill. I heard some of them clawing, cloying, fucking, fighting. My bathroom window is the glass blocks. You know, the fun glass blocks from like the 80s, or anyone older than me can tell me when they actually came around. I can see them in the morning when I'm trying to take a shit. They do bicker, they do fuck, and they do frolic on that windowsill. I can see their shadows. I can see their outlines. In the morning, I am awoken by scratching and scritching on my windowsill next to my bedroom. So I said, hey, AJ, my roommate, do you have something I can use to trim the tree? He provides with me a small clipper that I have to push my bed away from the window. Yeah, my bed's against the window. It's bad luck in some countries. I don't believe in it. And I have to hook my ankles, hang myself out the window. No strings attached, quite literally. I clipped these branches. That didn't stop the squirrels. So I clipped the ones by the kitchen window. That didn't stop the squirrels. This is what I learned, it's not 2 squirrels. The tree started blooming, and this is all recent, this is developing. I was getting very frustrated. My roommate was not dealing with this more nearly since I was. He enjoyed the entertainment in the bathroom just like any good old person in their 30s would. So I found out there are about 10 squirrels. 9 to 10 squirrels. I don't want to be too positive on this because I feel like there might be more than that. No, so we have these vines that grow on the side of the building, as does the adjacent building. Beautiful. It is gorgeous. Now, me trying to solve this, I figured at first I should rewind 30 seconds back before the branches and the vines. If I tell my landlord this, what are they going to do? Kill the squirrels? America's best friend, the squirrels? No. Are they going to chop down the tree? Probably. Then I'd have a great tree. And I figured out, I mean, if I look outside my window, I can see my neighbor's windows. I don't know how much they see. I don't care. But I do like the green buffer, the tree. So I don't want to lose that tree just because the landlord thinks they can be smart. I have tried to outsmart these squirrels as much as any human could. So I stuck my head outside the window one day because I heard a bit of a bustle. My bedroom window, the one that they gather in the morning and they go to the bathroom window to do all the fun tricks, I flipped up the window. Now there's a screen, and then there's the glass pane. My neighbor told me it's for some specific weather issue. I don't know if they're true or not. So I have the screen completely down all the time, and the glass window behind that up. I like airflow. They haven't tried to get through the screen, but that's not the point. So I looked up the screen. There's about 3 inches of where the brick extends past the window frame all around. Now, stick my head out of the screen. I look up at the tree, there's nothing. I turn to my left, what do I see? 3 heads from the bathroom window poking up like Mo, Curly, and the other guy that everyone forgets about, looking at me. Just, oh great. I look down, there's 2 more squirrels at the end of a bush, at the very end, not the tree, a different by the bush. And I see another squirrel. They can climb the brick with their claws. Fun fact, not so fun fact, if you're in my situation, they can scale buildings. Those must be sharp claws. So I look above, I again look to the right. Now, mind you, they're like over here. This is where my bedroom window is. That's not a big that's not a distance for wild squirrels. Especially when the only thing they can see is my face. That's the attack zone. Alright? I don't know how quickly I can shut my window to try to go towards me. So I look up again, found out they're climbing up to the roof. But at that point, I see a squirrel diagonally going down towards me. He stops, he gets a little closer, and I'm like, oh shit. So I say, hey buddy. And he gets closer, I say, oh. Quickly shut the window. So it's developed of like this turf war, and it truly is a turf war. They were here first. I'm no colonizer. I'm an American. I know the political climate. I'm not getting involved in these squirrels. I say, this is your land. I don't know how many generations of fucking have gone around here, but this is not where I live. I rent. So in the morning, I found there was a squirrel with a very scraggly, very thin out, crack addict looking tail. I don't know how else to describe it. You got the issue. It's thinning, but it's very young. I named him Frankie. I don't know their pronouns. Again, they all look the same originally, but I'm piecing together the uniqueness of them. Then there is Timmy. He's a bit fat. I'm talking to them in the morning. I'm getting their ski. Let me end on a good note. I'm recognizing the individualities of these squirrels, and I'm starting to name them, which I've heard is a bad idea, but I figure in the morning I can open my window and start talking to them, because they will lay there on the branches that I can't reach, or on the windowsill that I can't reach, and just look at me and engage in this one-sided conversation. They are here to stay. My lease is up in October. I'm not signing another lease. I'm going to be best friends with these squirrels. My roommate has a nut allergy, so I'm not going to be putting nuts on the windowsill. So my homework is starting tomorrow. What can I feed these squirrels? That's the most important issue in my life right now. Woo! I just wanted to let you know.